Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. Thank you so much for being here. If this is your first time, please like, share, and subscribe. If you're a repeat offender, thank you so much for being here again. I really appreciate each and every single one of you. So I didn't do a lot of production videos last week. I did a lot of shorts and everybody seems to like them. So I'm going to integrate the shorts with our production videos and lives. So I want to kick off this week with Hot Topic. I want to talk about Sam Brinton. So I was a huge fan of Sam Brinton when they came on the scene in the government and started to get all kinds of PR. Sam was the Deputy Assistant Secretary of Spent Fuel and Waste, not waste management, but waste. So they are a nuclear engineer, attended Kansas State and MIT. Anybody that went to MIT, I'm sorry, you're up here. You're part of this elite intelligentsia that the rest of us are not a part of. And I think when they came on the scene, I was like, wow, this is like a really dynamic, interesting person with a really amazing education and track record behind them. I was really impressed. And I was like, I think this is a good appointment. I know a lot of people were upset because they are gender fluid and style wise, thought it was fabulous. Style wise, doing it right, making it happen. But then some news started happening. So apparently there was an incident where some luggage was stolen at Minneapolis St. Paul Airport, and that was caught on camera because, you know, there's cameras everywhere from the little carousel. Then there was another incident in Las Vegas where some luggage was stolen from the airport at the carousel. And now we have a lot of news about an individual, a designer named Asya Kamseen. I think I'm saying that right. Asya Kamseen had a show that she was attending in March of 2018 for her fashions, her designs, and her luggage went missing and she had to cancel the show. It seems that now Sam Brinton has shown up in some pictures with said designs. So a little awkward. But I want to take a look at, you know, what's up with that? Like, is this a thing, or is it, you know, case of mistaken identity, or what is going on with this? So let's take a look. And if this isn't your thing, then you don't have to comment. You can just kind of bypass this video. I'll have some more fun stuff during the week, but let's take a look at the cards again. Everybody, thanks so much for being here. I hope you enjoy this. And it is a pre-recorded live. If I'm on my lunch hour and free, I can jump in the comments, but otherwise you guys can just comment amongst yourselves. I do try and jump in if I get lunch, but sometimes I roll over that lunch like a steamroller. So let's see, first question. WTF, like, did this really happen? Is this really a thing? I'm using my Housewives Tarot today. I think Sam Brinton would love this deck. Six of Pentacles. That's interesting. Three of Cups. That's interesting too. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Temperance. Four of Cups. World in reverse, and then we have Seven of Cups under the surface. We'll just move these suckers around a little bit and give you a little bit of a better view. How's that? We are in business. So this is kind of a crazy spread here. So we've got a Six of Pentacles, which is usually generosity, We could have a little bit of a Robin Hood vibe here. Well, I'm taking, just because I deserve it. And why not? I'm just going to wiggle this camera. It looks like my camera's a little off center. Sorry about that, boys and girls. I won't do it again. I won't make you guys seasick. So this could be like a Robin Hood vibe. Like, I'm just going to take it because I want it. Rocket Raccoon. Well, I want it more. What if I want it more? It's one of my favorite lines from Guardians of the Galaxy. And the Three of Cups seems like there was a little bit of fun going on here. Perhaps coming off a flight, having a little bit of, I know when I get on a plane, first thing I want is a Bloody Mary. So maybe there were some Bloody Marys going, maybe there were some cocktails spilling, and that created some issues with better judgment. Temperance, now in retrospect, we have a little bit more perspective on this, and maybe I shouldn't have done that. And I believe there are some attempts at making amends for this. And then that Four of Cups here is kind of coming out of your dream state, coming out of that kind of dreamy place where you thought maybe this was a good idea. Under the surface, the shady behavior is getting revealed. The missteps are getting revealed. And the world in reverse is that this case is not over yet. This situation is not over yet. So are we going to hear more? Oh, I think we might hear more. This might be a theme. We may see that there's definitely this feeling of regret and being really sorry that this kind of turned out this way. Page of Wands in reverse. It was executed very, very poorly. King of Wands. I think he's going to take responsibility for this. I think he's going to, they are going to, I apologize. I got my pronoun wrong. I think they are going to apologize. Sam is going to apologize for this and attempt to make amends. The press, specifically the electronic press, is not going to be kind. I hope I am being kind. I am trying to be kind. We're going to get to what we can do to kind of soften all of this. There's going to be advisement at the end of this. And Three of Wands is working together with a good team. So I think the legal counsel that they have in place is going to be critical to this. So did he actually do it? We'll look at the first event. Did he actually do it? I believe he's on film for that one. So did he actually do it? Did he actually do it? Actually do it? Yeah, but I don't think it was just him. I don't think he was the only one that made this decision. I think he was kind of egged on. Second one, did he actually do it? Yes. Oh. Third event, yes. The third event's going to be the undoing. That 10 of, I'm sorry, I screwed up my pronoun again. I'm sorry. I'm not like that. I really am trying. Yeah. So I think the last one is the undoing. So are we going to see time served on this one? Or like, that's my concern, is that they'll have to do time in jail for this. Are we going to see some time? I mean, when you commit some kind of crime, like, you have to, if you get caught, you gotta do something. But are we going to see incarceration? Oh boy. So looks like there is no place of safety that we can go to. That Six of Swords in reverse is not being able to go into a safe place, not going to be able to get back down into a rabbit hole or rabbit warren and find that place of safety. Our King of Pentacles is slow and locked up sometimes. I don't know if this means we're going to be stuck in a particular set place. And that Queen of Swords is also kind of cutting off from other people. Let's one card. Are we going to be incarcerated? King of Swords. Oh, I hope not. I mean, I know. I think it's so complicated for people that are gender fluid or trans if they have to go into any of these institutions. I just think it's very complicated. Is there anything that Sam Brinton, can do to correct this path? Have the optimal outcome, which for most of us is not having to have an extended stay at the worst kind of hotel ever. Is there anything they can do to correct this pathway? Two of Pentacles, Star, Eight of Pentacles. So there's certainly a nod to the abilities that their education has given them. So this is more of a work ethic kind of thing that we have going on here. So if put away for a period of time, being an asset and really adding to some kind of research, some kind of think tank from within is going to be beneficial. And I don't know if you can do that kind of stuff. I've never served time myself. So I don't know if he can actually do that. Like if he can say, hey, well, I can still work as a consultant while I'm, but I don't know if they can say I can still work as a consultant and give you a hand while I'm here. So I'm wondering if that is possible. If it's possible, it will make things much better. This Eight of Pentacles definitely is, hey, flex your education, flex what you've got going on. The Strength card is patience. I think there's going to be some downtime here. I don't think we're going to be out and about, and I think it's not going to be an easy time served. The dominant energy, our Knight of Wands, that is still pursuing and moving forward and trying to make things right, which I think is great. And under the surface, Five of Cups, this is a little bit of disappointment. I think they know that this is going to be a little bit of a harder challenge ahead of them. So what about long-term future? Let's look at long-term future. Maybe we get something good here. And again, I want to stress, like the education and accomplishments of Sam Brinton to date are notable. They are very notable. So I think we had an opportunity to have a highly intelligent, highly educated, highly accomplished individual represented for the gender fluid trans community. I think we had an opportunity. So I really would like to see Sam get back on track here. Yes, that looks good. Okay. Knight of Cups. Page of Cups. Awesome. Awesome. Seven of Wands. Okay. Okay. Six of Pentacles. King of Cups. This looks much better. Okay. So our long term is going to look a little bit better. Five of Wands. Page of Pentacles. So for Sam long term, it looks like we're going to be more focused on family and relationships. This seems, the Seven of Wands, I think, is all going to become too much for them. and they'll need to kind of bow out for a little. I mean, we all do it. We all have to bow out every now and then. So I don't think that that's a bad thing. There will be this certain level of jadedness with the with some of the responses to the circumstance. So I hope this video is not one of them. You know, you guys that are regulars, you know, I try and read, you know, with a positive spin. I try and, you know, letting people know like what they can do to get out of their situation really is the focus for me. So it looks like they are going to have a kind of a bitter taste from the responses of maybe some news outlets and maybe some people, but ultimately pulling back into, you know, cancers like me, like we just pull back into our shell and we kind of hide out for a little while. If Sam pulls back into the shell to kind of just sort it out and just kind of let things blow over, I think that's going to be great. Not working forward with the collective, not working forward with our U.S. government. I think they are going to not go back into a government position. I think there's going to be some other direction that they will take. Under the surface, this looks like building their own situation. And I get very strongly a writing and research perspective, very, very strongly. Like, I think there's a book that's either coming out or is being written. I think there's a book in the works here, which I think is going to be very, very good for them. Is their book? Thinking about it, I think talking with another writer and figuring out where that book is going to go, what the book is going to cover. I feel like part of it is going to be, you know, we're either leaning very heavily toward life in, you know, the government and doing what they did within the government position, that deputy assistant secretary, that's such a long title, doing that, but with the lens and scope of being a gender fluid trans person. So you know, I think this is going to be very interesting. I do think we're going to have a really good tale to tell about how to, you know, move through the government being a gender fluid person, being, you know, one of the first in our government, one of the first, not the first, but one of the first. So, so that's what I see there. So I think the future is brighter. I think the immediate future is not going to be fantastic for Sam Brinton. I was hoping that it would have been a little bit better, but so I apologize for my flubs on my pronouns. I did try very hard. That was one of the things that I actually re-recorded this. This is my second recording, so trying very hard to you know, be very respectful. So comment down below, but be kind, please be kind. You know, I had a video that I did on Dylan Mulvaney, who I love. I love Dylan Mulvaney. I'm sorry. I just love Dylan Mulvaney. I know a lot of people have a lot of opinions about Dylan as well. And I had a video that I did a while ago and I did not publish it. It's still sitting in my queue. I didn't publish it because I was afraid that people were going to be cruel in the comments. So I really ask all of you that, you know, please don't be cruel in the comments on this one either. You know, we can comment, you know, reasonably, but just don't be mean. Okay. So I will see you all later. I will bring you some more production videos this week. Again, thank you so much for being here.